Jake Bun. Do study, baby. Just drink mana.
It's 34 degrees, feeling like 41. That is ridiculous. I hope y'all is staying hydrated and staying cool. Hot. First, I didn't know what was going on. Those traffic signs are melted. Gee. I was born under the Caribbean. I've never felt heat like this in my life.
100. Only a heat wave. And after 1 minute, you done your crepe, put some sugar.
Jeez, it's so hot the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing telemarketing now. You know how hot that is?
Get to holiday, and right now.
These videos are from 5 days ago. What it do, my good people? Welcome back to the channel again. So, I know your boy's been gone for a few days. All I can say, I got some good news. I can't say nothing yet, but I can say God is good. He is good. But either way, man, can I ask y'all a question? Is everybody all right? Is everybody okay? Where is this heat coming from? I went outside for the past 3 days, and I'm telling y'all, man, it feels like I'm walking into a pot already with the stove on, and there's nothing in it. I am getting cooked over here. But for the most part, ain't nothing no AC can't do. I hope you got yours, or at least a fan, or you're at least inside, because god damn it, I can tell you I've never felt nothing like this. But either way, let's jump into this and see what other people are saying. And to my subscribers, I appreciate every single one of y'all. I can't forget y'all, man. Y'all keep your boy pushing. And then again, if you want to drop a comment, drop it down there, and I will feature you in the next video. All right, let's jump into this.
This is the real reason why it's getting so hot outside. It's been very obvious that temperatures across America has been extremely high lately. It is so hot that people are even starting to use the sun to boil their eggs, and it's actually cooking. And this is all leading people to ask a good question. Why is the sun getting so damn hot? If you look it up, the basic answer you're gonna find is climate change. But if you dig just a little bit
Wait. Man. This is from 2023, y'all. Never mind.
deeper, you'll learn that
it is hot. It is so hot here in France that it is hotter than 99% of the rest of the planet. And when it comes to per capita deaths because of the heat, it is Europe that leads the world. Now, there are many reasons for that, but a big one is that air conditioning is hard to come by. As the song goes, Paris in the summer when it sizzles. Fans are flying off the shelves. Rationing here, only one per customer. And air conditioning? Did they sell out, or they just
sell out?
Oh, they sold out. Zachary Ullman, originally from Louisville, Kentucky, says the French are racing to adapt. I mean, do they have a choice?
Oh, I don't think so.
This latest heat wave is exposing more than just bathing suits. Unlike much of the United States, air conditioning is the exception, not the rule. Here in France, only about 1 in 4 homes has it. European regulations in some ways discourage it. Many historic buildings don't allow you to install units to preserve cultural heritage. Though rare, you can be fined tens of thousands of dollars for breaking the law. In Geneva, you have to show a medical need. But taboos are being reconsidered like never before. Many here still remember Europe's catastrophic heat wave of 2003, when more than 70,000 people died after 16 days of relentless heat. Cooling centers, public alerts, and emergency plans are now activated much sooner. The record heat is forcing every creature to adapt on 4 legs and 2.
On the hottest day of the year, you decided today's the day.
Today's the day.
But officials warn against it. Already, at least 40 people have drowned trying to cool off in lakes, rivers, and canals across France. Europe learned to survive winter centuries ago. Now, it's racing to adapt to summer. Now, one reason that air conditioning is hard to come by is energy prices. They have been soaring since the war in Ukraine and the war in Iran. It is.
I don't know, man. Right now over here, it's 34 degrees, feeling like 41. That is ridiculous. I hope y'all is staying hydrated and staying cool.
Hot.
Europe is getting absolutely cooked right now. Hundreds of heat records are being broken daily. Thousands of schools are being closed. Public events are being cancelled. Alcohol consumption restrictions are being put in place. And even drowning deaths are soaring as people are trying to cool down in rivers. You see, Europe is officially the fastest warming continent on Earth. But it's also a continent that isn't built for heat, with over 80% not even having AC. So when summer hits, each seemingly becoming hotter than the last, it is brutal. Take France, for example. They have just had their hottest day on record on a national scale, along with over half of the country being placed on red alert and 135 absolute records being broken in a single day. Drowning deaths in the country have also soared to 40 in just 5 days. Over in the UK, temperatures hit 34.6 Celsius, ushering in a number of coping measures like reduced rail speeds, hospital patient appointments cancelled, school closures, and even hosepipe bans. A red health alert was even issued, indicating a risk to life even for the healthy population. Several people have also drowned in Germany over the weekend. Spain's National Weather Agency warned of serious, even extraordinary danger. And Italy's health ministry declared a red heat wave in at least 15 cities. The heat wave is expected to continue for many of these countries over the weekend. Europe is
Hey, y'all let me know how y'all staying cool, man.
getting
People on this app mocking British people because they are complaining about the heat wave. You clearly have no idea how 35 degrees feels here. You have
There.
no idea. And if you think I don't know bowl, I know bowl. Yeah, because clearly I'm not British. I am Italian. I live in UK and I was born and raised in south of Italy. I know hot weather, I know summer, but 35 degrees here does not feel like 35 degrees in south of Italy or Spain or Greece or Turkey. It doesn't. 35 degrees here feels like hell. It's unbreathable, it's humid, it's sticky, it's unbearable. And I am lucky enough because I'm currently on annual leave and I booked these few days of annual leave months ago. I had no idea that a heat wave was going to be in these particular days, and I had to buy this. Yeah, I had to buy this to cope because it's too hot. I woke up at 3 a.m. last night because I wasn't able to breathe. The houses here are built to keep the heat inside because, of course, UK should be a cold country, cold weather. The houses here are built with the red bricks. Do you know for what we use the red bricks in south of Italy? Pizza oven. They use the red bricks to build the houses, of course, because UK should be a cold country. To keep the heat inside, there is carpet in the bedrooms. Carpet to keep the heat inside. And during a heat wave is unbearable. So do not mock British people if they are complaining about the heat wave because you clearly have no idea what it feels. A heat wave, 36, 35, 37 degrees here. You have no idea. And I repeat, I was born and raised in south of Italy. I know what hot weather means. And this is not normal. This is not normal because I moved to UK 13 years ago, and trust me, summers were completely different. And if you're still saying that climate change is not real, dude, open a fucking book. Go on Google, do a little bit of research, because 35 degrees in June in UK, it's not normal. Climate change is very much real. And again, do not judge British people complaining about the heat because you clearly have no idea how it feels 35 degrees in UK.
And I can tell y'all over here it's 35 34 to 35, and it's feeling like 41. We are feeling it as well, man. Canada is getting a piece of it. And I just hope that, you know, nobody really goes through any bad situation because it is hot, man.
People on this house.
I don't think you people are understanding the severity of how hot it is in the UK right now. It reached up to 40 degrees yesterday. 40 fucking degrees. Just to put some perspective into that for you. The hottest temperature ever recorded was 56.7 degrees Celsius, just so we're clear, in the Death Valley, USA. It was hotter in the UK yesterday than it was in the Death Valley. It was so hot here yesterday, 213 schools shut across England. And if you're not from England, let me tell you, British schools ain't shutting for niche. Now, why is it so hot in the UK currently? Well, we have a heat dome above us. What is a heat dome, you may ask? It's a massive static area of high pressure above the UK. Not just the UK, there's parts of Europe. And as the high pressure system settles, air sinks down through the atmosphere, as shown above. The sinking air compresses and heats up significantly as it reaches the ground. Now just imagine we are all individual grains of rice. We are in a pot being boiled. The pressure acts like a lid on a pot, trapping the heat underneath and preventing cooler Atlantic weather systems from breaking through to cool down the country. I'm going to the Death Valley to cool down. I don't think you
At first, I didn't know what was going on. Those traffic signs are melted. Gee.
More than 100 people have died because of the heat wave across Europe. Many parts of Europe are facing very hot weather. In places where the temperature is usually around 15 degrees Celsius at this time of the year, it has now gone above 35 degrees Celsius. The same situation can be seen in the UK, France, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Experts say the temperatures are so high because hot air has moved over Europe and become trapped. These hot air masses are stuck in a circular pattern, causing the same areas to stay very hot. Because of this, Europe is experiencing some of its hottest weather. Experts also say this hot weather may continue for some time, and similar conditions are expected in the coming years. If we keep extracting Earth's natural resources and fail to control climate change, future generations will face even worse weather. More than one.
I'm not no environmentalist, but I can tell y'all, man, this stuff is not normal, especially from me, somebody who's born under the Caribbean. I've never felt heat like this.
So hot in France. It's so hot in France that people are cooking crepes, eggs, and even steak using pans left in the sun.
J'ai laissé cette poêle en plein soleil. Franchement, c'est la canicule. Et regardez ce qui se passe si je mets un œuf là. Regardez bien. Voilà. Voilà, du coup, le steak haché surgelé, il est là. La poêle laissée en plein soleil, elle est là. La canicule, elle est au-dessus. Tous ceux qui m'ont dit « ça va pas marcher », ok, hop, c'est parti. Allez, un petit steak. Voilà, voilà, même un petit peu de sel par-dessus. Ben voilà, c'est bientôt prêt. Voilà, du coup, pour demain, je pensais faire soit du bacon, soit du popcorn. Dites-moi en commentaire.
Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to make a crepe canicule, which is a heat wave crepe. So right now in Paris, like 37 degrees. So what do you need? Easy, the pan and the sun. So you leave the pan like 20 minutes in the sun. And when the pan is hot, you take the pan, you put some butter. And then you're gonna wait like maximum 1 minute on each side. I love to put some lemon zest. So it's very cheap because you don't need any electricity, only a heat wave. And after 1 minute, you turn your crepe, put some sugar, and that's the crepe canicule. Bon appétit.
It's so hot in France that
Man. I don't even know what to say. I've only heard these in terminologies and hypothetical situations. I've never. Oh, we need to change, people. We need to change.
people are cooking.
Summer in the United Kingdom feels so unbearably hot. Even at just 27 or 28 degrees, it's not just the temperature. Start with the air. The UK is surrounded by ocean. Constant moisture turns the air into a thick, humid layer. So even mild heat becomes trapped heat. Sweat doesn't evaporate. Your body can't cool down. Now the buildings. Most homes were built for cold winters. Thick brick walls, small windows. High insulation meant to keep heat in, not let it out. And air conditioning, still uncommon in many UK homes. A mix of low historical demand, high energy costs, building design limits, and long-running environmental and carbon emissions debates has slowed widespread adoption compared to hotter countries. Then the weather hits. 16 degrees and rain one week, nearly 30 the next. No transition, no adaptation, just a sudden jump into heat the system was never built for. In hotter countries, everything adapts to heat. In the UK, everything was built for cold. And now the climate is changing faster than the infrastructure can adapt. And finally, the greenhouse effect. Global warming is making heat waves more frequent, more intense, and longer lasting. Which means one thing, the UK isn't just getting hotter summers. It's heading toward a future where every year could be hotter than the last. Why does summer in the
Gotta do better, as I say. We gotta do better, man. But then again, we're human beings. We only make situations worse, unfortunately.
United Kingdom?
This heat wave in Europe is no joke. Germany and Italy saw temperatures at 104 degrees or 40 degrees Celsius. My friends, that is hot, especially for countries who really do not have air conditioning. Denmark recorded its hottest temperature ever since 1874, with temperatures hitting 36.6 degrees Celsius. This is all due in part to a heat wave, or a heat dome, that's currently sitting over Europe, affecting many countries, from Germany, France, and Italy. And now, the way that it's moving, it looks like Poland's going to start feeling the effects of this very soon. It's not just Europe who's going to be feeling this heat wave, just so everyone understands. Here in the United States, we're going to be getting it next week. One over the United States is going to be sitting over cities such as Chicago, all the way down to Dallas, Texas, meaning that it's going to be a big one. It's going to be hanging around for a little bit, about a few days. We're going to see temperatures sitting at 106 degrees. That is going to be very That aside, sending my love to those in Europe. Please stay cool and please stay safe. This heat wave in Europe is no joke. Germany and Italy.
All I can say about that is it's over here in Toronto, Canada, and it does not feel nice. Like, I'm lucky to have this little AC and this fan here, but goddamn, man, I can only imagine for people, especially who don't have homes and stuff like that, man. Oh.
What's going on in London, bro? Why the fuck is it so hot, bro? Bro, it's boiling. Look at me staying close to the bro. Where's all the air in London, bro? Like, fuck's sake, bro. Bro. Don't blow up. They don't put that inside fast gas, guys. Bro, what the hell? It's so hot, bro. Fucking hell. What's going on? Man, shut up.
Stuff.
know why the devil went down to Georgia? Because it was right next to hell. Holy crap, it's hot down here. It is hotter than a $2 pistol inside of a hoochie coochie. And I'm not talking about no crates, no gone. Jeez. It's so hot the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing telemarketing now. You know how hot that is? That's pretty damn hot, baby. They are out there, rain, sleet, snow, or shine, like the mail, but it is hot. Knock, knock, and they ringing. You feel me? Sun's out, guns are blazing. I got swamp ass from 7 in the morning to 8 at night. I'm dying. I'm sweating worse than a whore in church. I'm not sweating as bad as the preacher when his whore walks in church, but dang, give me a break. Give a cracker a break. I'm sweating worse than Ray Charles at a coloring competition. Okay, you know how hard that is. That brother's sweating. His life depends on it. It is hotter than the hinges on Hell's Gates. It is hotter than Satan's house cat right now. And I'm out here just freaking working in it. I gotta pay bills. I'm not paying them bitches this month. It's all. You know why the devil went down to...
Man, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this right now, especially people who have to be out there. I'm praying that y'all didn't go to work. I'm so sorry. It's ridiculous, man.
What the hell is that? It's literally melting off.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now...
What the hell? It's that hot here?
Oh, no, 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 no.
I left this pan out all morning. Who's ready for pancakes?
What the hell is that?
Man, y'all, these videos are from 5 days ago.
Feel worse in Britain compared to other hotter countries. One big reason is the wet bulb temperature. Let me explain. Imagine you have a thermometer. It tells you the temperature of the air is, say, 30 degrees. Then you cover it with a wet cloth. The water on the cloth should bring down the temperature reading. That's your wet bulb temperature. But how far that temperature comes down is important. If the air temperature is 30 degrees and the cloth gives you a wet bulb reading of, say, 28, the air around you must be very humid. It means there's so much moisture in the air that the water on the cloth can't evaporate easily to cool down the thermometer very much, which is bad news if you happen to be a human being. And it can explain why UK heat waves feel so bad, because all of this is a proxy for how much your sweat can reduce your body temperature. Basically, when the wet bulb temperature is high, it gets harder for your body to cool itself down. A wet bulb temperature of 35 degrees can be fatal, even for a healthy person in the shade who's drinking water. Some studies say wet bulbs in the low 30s can kill. Fortunately, we've never got that high in the UK, but experts warn that even wet bulb temperatures in the mid-20s can be dangerous, especially if you have health conditions or are elderly. That's why you can see air temperatures of 40-something in Spain, but only 30-something here, yet it feels hotter in the UK because we're sweltering under higher wet bulb temperatures. TLDR, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Why do heat waves feel...
Well, whatever she says is right. It's factual. She sounds smart. Yeah. Do you guys ever think the devil's up here walking among us right now? I'm just joking. I would not want to bring those type of spirits in here, but it is definitely not normal whatsoever.
Worse in...
Real sweat? It's real sweat. I'm a high performance athlete. Athletes sweat.
I knew this was happening, and I was in self-denial that it weren't going to be as bad with what it is. But I am fucking baking. Sweating. I am fucking sweating. I am damp, sticky.
What has she done to her eye?
I have had enough. The children has played up rotten. One climbed on the roof of the van and was shaking his ass to the full fair.
Help! I need somebody. Help!
Oh, that breeze. Oh, right, me back. Shh. Does anyone else of children just get up their backs? You could just give them up for a few hours and say just take them and don't bring them back. It is absolutely red hot here today.
Is there a cow going that down there? I need it.
Yeah. Why? Oh, by the way, that is not a pair of drawers drying in the skylight. I literally look like Scary Mary's husband. Fun fact, I went through the fucking bunk last night, didn't I? Fat fuck. Who created Cambridge to be on in the summer? But like, you know, no consideration. I know this
If you can relate, just drop them comments, man.
was happening.
You seriously need to stop telling British people or people who live in the UK to just buy AC. The heat is not that bad.
The heat is not that bad.
See, what's not clocking to you, and if you have more than one brain cell, you should be able to follow. But most people who live in this country live in houses made out of red brick and cement.
What's this?
Not wood and straw like it is in America, but we are living in houses made out of red brick and cement.
Wood and straw?
Not normal brick, but red brick. Do you want to know what red bricks are used for?
Building houses?
Now, everything that I just said is important because if we were all to get AC and install it into our houses tomorrow, not only would that be detrimental and unsustainable for our power and energy grid as the tiny bumfuck country that we are, but it will also cost the average household hundreds, if not thousands of pounds.
I literally just paid our electricity bill and it was about $140 for the month. And that's running our AC full time at about 74 degrees. That's about 23 C for you Brits. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. It's 91 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. For all you Brits, that's almost 33 C. They're complaining about 80-degree heat in the UK. 30 C. Just so you know, it hasn't even started to get hot here in San Antonio. We're still preheating. There's places in the United States where it's well over 100 degrees every day. That's 37, almost 38 C. Just face it, you Brits don't know heat. You'll never know real heat. G'day, Governor.
You seriously need to...
Well, there's some ignorant points and there's some okay points. I get what she's saying and I get what he's saying. These are two people separated by two different countries. Everybody has their own perspective and their own experiences differently. So to her that lives in a cold ass country, most of the time, she's not used to heat like that. Also with everybody else in the UK. With you, who lives in the States, San Antonio, Texas, where it gets ridiculously hot in the summer, you experience and know what that type of heat is like. So these are two different perspectives that are arguing here. Well, I don't think she's arguing him. He chose to drop his 2 cents in this video, which I think is also really ignorant.
Why is it so hot right now? When you go outside, you feel like you're frying in a frying pan. Like you're cooking a egg. You literally could cook an egg outside. 91 degrees? Come on, man. 91 degrees? People in South Florida, I don't want to come talk to me, you know. People in Jamaica want to get breeze. South Florida don't get breeze. You see, living in Central Florida now? Me Jesus. There is no such thing as called breeze. You're central. So you're basically a cooking our oven. If you ever want to know the capital of the sun, yeah man, Central Florida. Living in Central Florida, if they say it's 91 degrees, it feels like 140. Your skin is going to be melting outside. So don't go outside. You're not going to see anybody outside. Literally nobody. Nobody going to cross it. I swear, if I could have stoned the sun, I would have stoned him right now. It's not even summer. Now me talk about it now. It's not even summer. 91 degrees? Take that back and go up in your mother, the sun. Why is it so hot?
Hey, brother, I feel you. I feel you. Being a fellow Jamaican, man, we're used to heat, but this type of heat, dog, If you hear the Jamaican complain about this, you know it is bad.
Right, no.
I'm going to show you why the UK is not built for the heat. The UK has just shut down when it gets too hot. I'm going to take you into a UK grocery store. Right now it's like 28 Celsius, which is like 84 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. Look at this. Nothing. All these empty shelves is a result of it being too hot in the UK. This is the reality of it, right here. The fridges don't work. Look. Absolute insanity. As you've just seen, the fridges totally shut down because of the heat. The food goes off, they've got to empty the fridges, and the UK is just not built for the heat, and that's what happens. They run out of food in the stores. It is insane. I'm going to show you.
That is diabolical. So it's not only affecting the fact of going outside, it's also affecting your food source. If this doesn't, you know, impact us in a way where change is, you know, possible, then I don't know what will.
Stay with me.
In Maine, it will feel like 100 degrees or hotter by midweek. We have an extreme heat watch going into effect on Wednesday of this week, running all the way through Friday for all those spots in the red. Feel like temperatures during this time upwards of.
And that is today.
110 degrees. Before we get to that, today is Monday, June 29th. It's a 10 on Santum Sky Scale. We're going to see the best conditions all week today. We have some 70s, 80s out there, dew points running into the 50s and the 60s, and then it will get hot. Temperatures will be into the 90s area-wide by Wednesday, running all the way through Friday, so a heat wave is very likely. Not only that, but dew points will be running into the low 70s as early as Wednesday, so it will feel very oppressive. It will feel very tropical-like. With those dew points rising to the 70s on Wednesday, it will only feel hot when combined with those already hot temperatures. Which brings us to those feel-like temperatures, or the heat index values, into the 80s, 90s, and 100s. This will be a repeat going into Thursday. Each day has a chance of a shower or even a thunderstorm through the rest of the week. This will be Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll be seeing some showers, possible storms, as a warm front moves through the area. This upcoming weekend is 4th of July weekend. We're expecting some 80s near 90 degrees on Saturday with a chance of a couple of showers and storms. Sun and clouds on tap on Sunday, temps into the upper 70s. In Maine, it will feel
Again, my people, stay hydrated, stay inside.
like a
Why does the heat in the UK feel even hotter than when you're abroad? 30 degrees in the UK feels like 50 somewhere else, and it feels like you're melting. Oh my god, look at that. The UK can get pretty humid, which means that sweat doesn't evaporate as quickly, meaning the human body finds it harder to keep cool. And we get these hot tropical nights where the temperature doesn't dip, so we actually don't get a break from the heat. Also, because it's cold most of the year, the buildings in the UK are designed to keep heat in compared to hotter countries. And the average person in the UK does not have aircon. And because Brits like to complain about everything. Why does the heat...
The UK has just survived a week of blistering heat, but the bad news is it might not be over yet. Weather forecasters are now watching something called an Omega block, which looks to be setting the stage for another heatwave across the UK and potentially an even hotter one. Normally, our weather is constantly moving. High above us, a fast-moving river of air called the jet stream pushes weather systems across the Atlantic towards the UK. But sometimes the jet stream slows down and bends into huge waves. This allows a large area of high pressure to become trapped over Western Europe, with two areas of low pressure on either side stopping it from moving. On a weather map, the pattern looks like the Greek letter omega, which is where the name Omega block comes from. The Omega block isn't what makes it hot, it simply keeps the same weather stuck in one place. That's when a heat dome can develop. Under the high pressure, air slowly sinks and gets squeezed, making it warmer. It also stops clouds from forming, allowing the sun to heat the ground day after day. All of that heat becomes trapped beneath the high pressure, almost like a giant lid over the atmosphere. So the Omega block locks the weather in place, the heat dome traps the heat underneath it, and together they create the perfect conditions for a heat wave. The UK
I don't know how things are subjected like this to seem like it's only happening in one place. It's happening over here in North America too. God damn.
has just survived.
The problem with the UK is not the sun, bro. It's the fact that there's no wind in this fucking country, bro. How can there be no wind? It's just straight sun.
Cross the point where this becomes the new normal. Forecasters are already warning a second heat dome is forming over Western Europe, expected to lock in by July 7th, could push temperatures even higher. 1 in 5 people on Kalshi already predicted 2026 would become the hottest year ever recorded. Cross the point.
How are you handling this heat in Texas? Finally getting a little bit of breeze. It's almost 8 o'clock though, 7:46. It has been brutally hot, like muggy hot. It's horrible. It's horrible. Especially with kids. The kids are like, it's Sunday. I want to go to the park. I want to do this. I want to do that. We didn't go anywhere today. It is bad. Bad. This weather is unbearable. At least in Thailand, we could just jump into our pool or go to the beach. But I'm here. Muggy Texas. Fucking hell. How do you do it? How do you do as a parent? How do you do it? When it's this hot and the kids want to leave the house, where do you go? I don't want to take them nowhere indoors because they be picking up viruses like this. I don't know what to do, man. We're cleaning the car right now. Yeah! Kids are playing. Finally, they're out the house. We're playing with bubbles, trying to take trash out the car. But today was brutal, and it's getting worse next week. And we're having an issue with the AC as well. So, fuck our life.
Because I was just about to say, especially when she panned the camera around, that looks like a very lovely home. But you see, this is why you never judge a book until you fully read it. In this case, their AC is broken. Very, very sad situation. Man, what a time. Ugh.
Why does humid weather feel hotter even when the temperature isn't that high? Let's understand this simply. Your body has only one natural cooling system, sweat. When you sweat, that sweat needs to evaporate from your skin. Think of it like this. If you pour water on your hand in a dry place, it dries quickly. That drying pulls heat away, and your skin feels cooler. That's exactly how sweat works. But now imagine the air is already full of moisture. In humid weather, the air is so crowded with water vapor that your sweat has nowhere to go. It can't evaporate. So instead of cooling you, the sweat just stays on your skin. Your body keeps producing more sweat, thinking it will cool you down. But nothing happens. Heat stays trapped, your body temperature rises, and you start feeling sticky, tired, and uncomfortable. That's why 30 degrees Celsius with high humidity feels worse than 40 degrees Celsius in dry air. The heat isn't higher. Your cooling system has failed. So next time you feel exhausted, sweaty, and uncomfortable in humid weather, remember, it's not that the heat suddenly became stronger. It's just that your body's cooling system stopped working properly. Humidity doesn't add heat, it traps it. And once you understand that, the weather suddenly makes sense. If you enjoy science explained in a simple, everyday way, subscribe. Your support helps us keep turning confusion into clarity. Why?
Well, another fact well said by Dr. Neil deGrasse, or Professor Neil deGrasse. I get it, but I feel like the sun is having a real vendetta against us, and Mother Nature is just not playing, and she's punishing us for trying to rid her of her resources.
The place too fucking hard as is for it to be this mother cunt hot. All of a sudden, the son just decided to bring his whole fucking family out. Brother, sister, mother, fucking father. I now fall asleep there. I wake up in a pool. I could have swear I ain't fucking 5 Island. Oh, I swear to fucking... don't ask me no fucking stupid questions, dog. You might get slapped, dog. The place too fucking hot. Feeling like a fucking soul girl open she legs up. Dog, the place too fucking...
I can just tell you, man, everybody just mad and hot right now, especially those who don't have the AC, unfortunately, or even a fan, man. I'm feeling it for y'all, man.
Hard as...
Why is it so hot outside? I opened up the front door and it felt like Satan had farted in my face. What?
Fire! I'm burning you today. Fire! Fire! Big bun.
Don't study, baby. Just drink, man. Let me run down your throat and tickle your gizzard. I'll cool you down real nice, baby.
Have you ever been outside and you just start thinking there's absolutely no way that it can only be 90 degrees? Well, you're not imagining it. It is hotter because of this one factor. Okay, I had to come back inside because it's too hot out there. When your weather app says it's 90 degrees outside, but it feels like 105, what you're actually dealing with is the heat index, which is how hot it feels on your body. Humidity blocks your sweat from evaporating, which is how your body cools down, or your natural AC. So when that cooling process breaks down, you just overheat. You probably already know this. Let's compare two places. That's why in Miami, 90 degrees is absolutely miserable. But compared to a desert, let's say Vegas, it's not that bad. Pretty bearable, totally different. It's not just the heat, it's the humidity. The heat index is what your body actually experiences, not just what the thermometer says. When that number hits 103 or higher, now you're at risk for heat stroke, dehydration, and even death rises fast. You may not know this, but heat is actually the #1 cause of weather-related deaths in the US. So stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay weather aware this summer. And next time it's 90 degrees, check that heat index. Your body definitely knows the truth. Make sure you like and follow for more weather facts. Have you
There you go, people. Free game. I love saying that. Free game. Information. Whoever wants to receive.
ever been outside?
All right, my good people. So that's gonna do it for this one, man. This one's tough. Seeing a lot of people, especially over there in the UK, that's going through this heat wave. It is actually really crazy, and I can actually relate because over here it is so hot. I'm fortunate to have my fan and my AC. But to you who's watching this, I hope you're sheltered, you're keeping cool, and you're hydrated, man. This heat is something I've never experienced before, but either way, I want to appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning into another video. Don't forget to drop them comments, drop them likes, share the video, and to you, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It is free. Your boy's trying to hit that 1,000 before the year is done. So until another video, y'all already know. Doses. Stay cool.